You should have told your team that before you played the Dolphins. I smell like cheap weed. Yeah. Unfortunately, this goes in your favor, so it shall be done. If I lose tonight, it's over. That's 2 hours away. I almost went to Lee. I almost went to his house to play Lee. Oh man, where you at, Lee? What happened with Ant's game? I was watching it. He was doing good. And then it was like 3-3. Then next thing you know, what was Jeremy at? Huh? My controllers don't keep dying on me. I got controller issues. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta wait like 2 years for some damn picks. Yeah. Ooh, he was trying to trade Antonio Brown to the Bills. Send him the invite. Bro, it's gonna keep dying on me. Yeah. Like the charging port on the controller is fucked up. So I gotta keep it. Shit, this shit janky as hell. Alright, hopefully I can hold it like this. Can you hear me? Yeah, I just can't move the controller.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yo, come on, keep dying on me. No, I just died as I was picking my play.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Great defense for this shit, too.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Luck. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Shit. I want to play defense.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Johnson now throwing on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Armstrong. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And
they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Johnson on first down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to Ryan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
To throw on second down. Johnson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Johnson. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. They're in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The punter, Marquette King, on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and long, it's locked. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A first down carry for Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Johnson. Off play action. Pass to Kevin White on the left side. Catch by White. Touchdown, Detroit. Kevin. Just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone.
All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. Looking to throw. Johnson, he dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Johnson now on 3rd and 2. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to throw, Love. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Locke. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Luck now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Barkley able to spin free. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Johnson throwing on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Johnson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Johnson throwing on 3rd and long, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Luck. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Luck. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Now Luck. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here come the Lions now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Johnson throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cameron Hayward able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Johnson now on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just...
Johnson to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. To throw on 2nd down, Johnson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
Back to throw. Johnson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Johnson to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to push his way forward. Yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Locke. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Johnson throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Looking to throw. Johnson. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Johnson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Tight end right. That boy's got 4 down. Go ahead.
They run. It's Gurley. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On the toss, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Johnson now off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a desperation throw deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Los Angeles, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head